you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up in an advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of order way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop.
Boy, I know your hesitation creeping in, but you look so good and I know what you're offering. Phone's lighting up, I'm just gonna let it ring. Yeah, my phone's lighting up, I'm just gonna let it ring. Is it the liquor in my system? My desires are so real. Got me caught up in this rhythm. Draw me in, make me feel. Draw me in, make me feel. Draw me in, make me feel.
Good morning all. Yes, sir. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Happy Thursday to all. Let's get it. Let's see what we got going on today. Start off with the calendar here. Thursday. A little bit of GDP here. Nothing too crazy. A little bit of PCE. London is clean as usual. Let's have a look at the Reddit space here. We haven't looked at that for a while. We need to see what's happening. Maybe some funny stories. Let's see. Gonna see if I can find a funny story. Let's go have a look. Put it like that. Boring. A lot of you are going to lose money. I keep seeing posts about how you guys figured out a simple strategy. I see asking super basic questions, option, contract, not strategies. Just what they all are. Every day, at least thrice. This is my Easter reference for today. You ask which stock's going to explode. You ask what's going to explode in your wallet. What you're going to explode is your wallet. Yes, but boring to read. Market reverses the moment I enter. Anyone else? I think we've all been there. Write a 1 in chat if you've been there and you felt like this. I think this is such a common feeling. I definitely have felt like this. Every time, you know? I definitely felt like this before, man. Like, I literally thought it was rigged against me. I said, how can this even work, man? Literally, the time I enter is the time it reverses. You know? So, it was really funny, that feeling. Trading is boring when you do it right. This is actually a pretty good one, actually. Trading is boring when you do it right. I often read the subreddit, notice many of the same questions appear again and again. How do I stop taking profits too early? How do I stop holding losses too long? How do I find perfect entries? How do I stop breaking my old plan? Over time, I realized that many of these problems from the same place, the same structure we trade expectations attached to it from the start. Most traders trying to find one perfect entry point, they enter in a position with full size immediately, price starts moving around the level, psychology starts to take over. Price moves slightly against them, doubts appear. They think about closing break even, or they hold the loss because they still believe the market will go where they expected. At some point, original plan collapses while the trade is still open. Eventually, I started looking at my entries differently. I stopped thinking about them as a single point. If I have a trade idea, there's two things that matter to me. The area where I want to enter and the level where my idea stops making sense. That is the stop. Instead of entering a position at once, I build a position gradually between those levels. When I do this, price can move around the zone, creating as much pressure. Sometimes it even helps to build better average price. Sometimes the small movements allowed for partial profit taking. So yeah, this is a coping technique. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This guy has way too much time, bro. Are you nuts? This is nuts, bro. I thought maybe write small article here. Hello. This is more than my high school assignments, bro. I never wrote this much in high school assignments, man. 100% I didn't write. How many words is this? Is he nuts or what? Bro. Shit, man. What is he doing, bro? He has too much time on his hands. You know? Shit. Anyways. Yesterday's daily candle on gold here. Rejected towards the upside. Heavy rejection, right? We can see that heavy rejection towards the upside. And ends up closing back within the daily range here. 4-hour time frames end up closing bullish here. So it technically gives us a bullish bias for now. Even though I'm going to treat it a little bit of a range. Why? Because we simply have... not a range, sorry. Simply as a mixed bias. Because we have this 4-hour candle closing bullish, but heavy rejection on the daily that we can't ignore. This could be a little pause. We get below here, we start selling. If we respect this 4-hour support right now, it's going to survive, right? It's going to survive, and we might make our way towards the upside. So we need to see what happens. We'll put in this below us. We have a lot of support levels. We have this previous 4-hour, this previous 4-hour. So there's quite a lot of levels below to protect price. Over Asian session, if we recap Asian session, mostly range and Asian session here today. 1 hour ended up forming a range. We came to the bottom of the range, bounced to the top of the range, rejected from the top. Now we're back at the bottom. So we've dumped here in one candle. If I can see a 15-minute candle closing bullish here, might be able to take a buy back towards the upside. We attempted that pre-London. We made ourselves a little bit towards the upside, but then ultimately failed. In order for me to sell today, I'm going to need to clear this range, right? So if we're going to take breakout sells, I need to clear the range, or I need to sell from the top of the range. Selling right here at the bottom of the range, not going to be the best idea in my opinion. Same thing with buying without confirmation. We have not made ourselves back to the top of the range without at least one 15-minute candle closing bullish. 15-minute candle closing bullish, upside, bullish, upside. This is a failed upside. And then it was very choppy here, did a whole lot of nothing. And then we're doing this. So does anyone know why we dumped yesterday and retraced this news move? Does anyone know? I want to see some guesses. Wake up. YouTube chat, you guys are full asleep. Full asleep. Full lazy. Full non-serious traders. Does anyone know why we dumped? Right? Bro. Not FOMC. Yes. Correct. Israel broke the ceasefire, right? So we saw that it was supposed to de-escalate, but it kind of re-escalated. Now things are in the air, right? So we kind of retraced that move now. So this is why we have uncertainty over Asia, because we have a push-pull right now. We have Trump on one side continuing the deal, and on the other side we have Israel not continuing the deal, right? And they're escalating. We also have pressure coming from Iran and stuff like this to, to understand this. So yeah, it's a push-pull, right? So we have, hey, there was some de-escalation, but now there isn't. And you want to see something, how the market works perfectly? This is how the market works perfectly. We go up and we rebalance what? We rebalance back into the area before we had this massive pump here. Okay, why stock market didn't dump? I'll explain exactly. So if we're looking at what price is doing right now, we are just in a bit of uncertainty. So we should be trading from bottom of the range to the top, from top to bottom, or we need to wait for structure below for breakouts. We shouldn't be trying anything silly in the middle of the range here. Someone asked why stock market didn't dump. Why are we still ranging on stock market right here, right? We had this big gap up. We're still ranging on stock market here, right? If we check Dixie here, have a look at Dixie here, we can see Dixie as well continuing to bounce. And this is one of the major factors, is that Dixie had this downside, had a bit of this recovery, but not also retraced the full move here. So we're seeing money flow out of gold, little bit of money flow into what's this called? A little bit of money flow into dollar here, but not enough to dump the stock market. And especially if we check what oil is doing, oil has not retraced the move. So if we look at this, in order for the stock market to dump, we need to see oil also start to retrace the move, which then money would leave stocks, leave oil, go into dollar again, which we haven't seen. So we're just seeing people profit take on gold, right? This profit taking on gold as gold goes towards these higher numbers. If you look at the daily time frame here, doesn't mean that gold is now bearish compared to if we were to look at daily time frame on something like Nasdaq or something. We are holding up at towards these resistances here. So we're having this rejection here, followed by just range because of the uncertainty, because it's push-pull at the moment, right? Because US has not attacked just yet, right? Gold is an international thing. These stock markets are all related to who? Right? All related to the US. So who made these escalation of attacks? It wasn't the US, right? It was Israel, right? They're the ones who escalated these attacks. So since they're the ones that escalated, US is still not too bad, because they are not the ones who did. Now, if they do and go ahead and start doing that, this thing is going to make it towards the floor. Okay, so we're expecting to stay within this range. Maybe by New York we start to break out and also price in the news. It's totally possible. We can do that. But the market is just waiting for a little bit more catalyst, right? A little bit more catalyst before selling off positions. They also, if they're like, they want exit liquidity, right? They need exit liquidity. So they're trying to get higher prices in order to use that as exit liquidity. So while we're on, we can look at DAX here, bouncing here. We can see previous daily closing bullish, previous 4-hour candle closing bearish with a break of structure, respecting previous 4-hour here, which we can clone this, right? That's our new support like that. So we have mixed bias here. We could end up selling back towards the low, especially if we get a change of structure here. 5-minute time frame tried is making higher lows. So if this 15 can close bullish, next one close bearish, you can get some form of sells here. Nasdaq. Oops. If we're looking at Nasdaq here, on the other hand, same type of story. Previous daily strong, previous 4-hour here closing bearish. Well, doji the last one actually, and holding above this previous daily resistance here, which is this one right here, a little bit lower, and we're just kind of staying right there. So question is, do we want to bounce from down here back up maybe towards this 1 hour, or are we going to just chill at the bottom of the range? That is going to be the question at the moment. So far we've been trying to bounce up a little bit higher. We have all of these levels that we're being guarded by. This 15-minute is trying to break out. We're going to see in 12 minutes if we do get a breakout of this level, which will allow us then to trade back up to maybe this 1 hour, and that's kind of going to be the session move here. Only issue is, of course, if we start to range and we don't get volume. So today in ranges, as long as there's volume in ranges, they are quite nice because you trade from the bottom back up, you trade from the top back down. But we need confirmations, right? So we need to be able to take closures. 1 hour is obviously closing bullish, not the best bullish candle close. 30-minute time frames close bearish as well. So we do need this 15-minute candle close here to give us the confirmation. Now trading on 5-minute right now, I want to see structure pullbacks and trade from the pullback. I rather do that, would be a lot better in my opinion. So let's see what ends up happening. I'm happy to trade on these assets back towards the highs. Gold, as you can see, has bounced here. Gold is getting quite choppy now, printing a little bit of barcodes. Bearish candle followed by bullish candle followed by bearish candle. We don't want to be trading in barcode territory, as it's pretty tough to do that because next candle is super bearish or super bullish. So we can mark this 15-minute here, and we can look to see if price wants to break out today as well. Otherwise, we'll keep an eye on Nasdaq because Nasdaq might have an opportunity to see some upside, right? If it wants to leave the range, which we're trying at the moment. So hopefully that analysis all makes sense. If it does, you know the drill. Leave a like on the stream. Today, giveaway, if we get to 400 viewers, 50k account. Today we'll push it to 450 viewers. And we'll give the other one away. Bro, did you get my text on Instagram? Make sure you're texting the correct Instagram. At Tradesharpe. straight 1 minute push, so good to see some structure be made. Not sure how this candle is. I want to see this on futures. Yeah, not really too much of an issue on futures. Just have a 5 minute resistance up here, which we have a pretty similar spot, yeah. I did the profile with the G-Wagon. Or maybe because you come in spam. Are you from Africa? Sometimes you get blocked. What's your name? I think, yeah, you came in spam. Oh man, how many people here in spam? 300. Alright, about 5 minutes for the candle to close here. Do you have gaps on the 5 minute, 1 minute chart on broker? Not on 5. Let me see, 1 minute. No, not on 1 minute as well. This is broker. But maybe on futures. Let's see on futures. GC. Sometimes it does have it on futures. 5 minute is clean, 1 minute is clean. No, not for me, man. A little bit of gaps earlier on, but right now, you know, over Asian and low volume, there was some gaps. Yeah, it's a little bit of gap. 1 minute, but 5 minute looks good to me. You know, that's pretty normal for futures. Pretty normal for futures. Yo, Harry, thanks for detailed overview. Because of you, I've got better in analyzing the charts. Nice. How long have you been trading? When did you start to become profitable? I've been trading 6 years. Took me 2 years. Why do you guys trade late NY? You mean power hour? You mean after our sessions or after our Zoom sessions, you mean, or what? Yeah, power hour is good actually. It's something that is like a interesting time just before market close. London close as well. There's some good volume there. It's kind of like a good time to have a look as a third session. It's around 10:30 p.m. for me. 10 p.m. What's power hour? Yeah, basically what I explained in the group. Gabriel is live streaming it on Power Hour. So if you guys don't have your notifications on in the group, make sure to do that, because he's live in the group for Power Hour. Yeah, 9:45, 10 p.m. Hi, when I take S1 and S3, it moves 1 to 1. I book half my profits and then hold 1 to 3 most of the time it hits my B. Yeah, because you can't hold for risk to reward. You have to hold for market targets, man. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to decide a 1 to 3. Let me hold for 1 to 3. No, you have to look at market targets, man. You have to look at the targets that you have to trade towards. Maybe it's a 1 to 2, maybe it's a 1 to 1.5, maybe that's not a positive risk to reward. Then you don't take the trade. Hey, Tradesharpe, always enjoying your analysis and dedication. Thank you, thank you. Is it me or this chat just freaking frozen right now, bro? Hello? Okay, now it moved. Bro. There is no volume right now. We need there to cook up some volume. There's a chance as well we can sell from right here, the top of the range, back down. I just don't always like trading in a range. Sometimes you can lose because of inconsistency. But you know, what we got here. We didn't really tap the resistance. That's the only thing that's concerning me with this, is we didn't really tap the resistance. We came short of it. You're right, in the middle of the range, not worth it. Yeah, that's also very true. And we didn't really tap fully the resistance. I feel like if we go up, liquidity grab, tap this, break this high, then get below, I think that would be much better. We also tested the bottom of the range so many times. Keep grabbing liquidity from it. I think we've tested the bottom of the range more than we've tested the top. We're actually condensing pretty strong right now. At some point this has to make a resolution. getting tighter and tighter as we go on, right? PA been ass all week. Yeah, ceasefires and everything. Harry, how's Dubai now? I mean, still flights are reduced. Yesterday, not yesterday night, but yeah, like yesterday's nighttime, not last night, but yesterday's night, they still sent 18 missiles here. So even though there was a ceasefire, but maybe those were like the last of the launches. I don't think we had anything overnight. I can check. I didn't hear anything myself. So I'm going to see if what we had last night. Yeah, last night they didn't. First payout just hit my account. Let's go. Nice, man. Congrats. Congrats, congrats. There we go. Do you trade a live account? Yes, I trade a live account. Also, I trade, what's it called? Funded as well. Pretty tempted to take break of low here. I'm very tempted. I feel like we can just slowly trickle down. And that's gonna be game over. Every time we test towards upside, we reject. What broker would you recommend, as I'm in Dubai also facing issues with prop? I use a broker called Vantage. There's a link in the description if you're interested in deposit bonus and having custom support. Every time we come up, we reject. It's interesting, man. It's interesting. I think it's gonna be hard for the sells in London session. I mean, it's just trying to play a bit of the range. We're reacting off this mid-range zone right here. Let me show you. If we can push past that, you'll have some more downside. This is literally the middle of the range. Not an ideal place at all to be selling. We just have very good LTAs here that price is seeming to like right now to retrace these mid-range LTAs, right? So I'm just wondering if I can play, but where we are right now here is a tough zone. We can normally, if you look at last time, we had a deep retracement here, then the sells came. So I kind of feel like if we can repeat that right now, deep retracement, get a 5-minute candle closing bearish after this deep retracement, that will be our sells. You know, or sell below mid-range here because we have more confirmation. It's good rejections coming from this zone, so maybe there's a scalp below here mid-range, you know. Take a small scalp, something below here like this. Thunderstorm. 1 minute 35. Uncertainty, either the ceasefire strong or weak? Yeah, correct. Yeah, I think I should have just gone with my gut feeling here and sold from all the way up there. Just fuck it. Doesn't matter in a range. You just need to take a gamble from the top or the bottom. $50 pips though. Harry, you learn everything in trading alone 6 years, or you have trading mentor in these 6 years when you're struggling in trading? No, I learned from different people. I got different pieces of information. I put it together. You need people to teach you, man. By myself, I mean, I delayed the process. Because when I started right in the beginning, I was not able to find anyone for 2 years who I could trust, who can give me good information. Everyone was BS, you know, like, or super expensive. I remember, like, just for a basic Forex course was costing like $800 back in the day, you know, $900 for a course, huh? Not even for mentorship where you can speak one-to-one with the group owner or get actually information. The fact that, you know, the fact that you can pay, like, for example, for my group is like $70 and you can get direct mentorship from me, that didn't really exist back then. Most people were only selling courses. That was what was very popular back then, was courses. You get what I mean? Why with too many viewers you have very few likes? Because no one is pressing the like button, bro. What do you mean? Why? How is it my problem? Why with too many viewers? It's not my fault. It's their fault. They're not pressing the like button, man. I can't do anything about that. Tell them to fix that. We might be able to play a Nasdaq range if this chills in the next 2.5 minutes from the bottom of this 5 structure back towards the 15, or at least back to here, because all morning we've respected structure, but all depends now if we just blast in the next 2 minutes. Yeah, we need it to chill, otherwise we don't get 1-to-1. I already pushed it. I trust you, bro. I trust you. You pushed it, bro. I appreciate you, but I'm saying others. Hi, boss. Can you share buy or sell points? Yeah, I talk about my trades. Just listen. We could potentially try a wick fill here on the bottom wick of this next candle. A little bit more of a risky trade. Oh, it's already lagged. And there we go. Let's see how this is closing on the 5-minute. Yeah, that's a nice bottom wick. Sheesh. Very good bottom wick. I might try something risky and buy on this bottom wick. Let me try buy on the bottom wick. No top wick on this. Once we break the high. Okay. So we should get some volume here, right? We broke the high, we flipped 15-minute tap, 15-minute resistance again. So I want to be break even because we tapped this 15 resistance and now the volume should come through like that. See if we could just get a 1-to-1. That's all I need in this market condition. I'll be happy with a 1-to-1. If it stops me break even, it's unfortunate. We just don't have the volume, but this is the way I have to play it. Because we have this 15 resistance here. So if we can't leave this 15-minute resistance, it's going to be tricky, right? So it depends. It's looking good so far. If we can just get the volume right now in London, we should be able to get the 1-to-1. Unless it wants to be gay right now. Right, what we're rejecting right now, let me show you on CFDs. This is the daily flip line, previous range as well. Again, 15 minute, that's our level there. So I have to be smart with my trading. I can't hold and hope we push past the 15 minute. We're trading in a little bit of a tough range, but I could capitalize off the flip and hopefully we get a small drive right now. That's gonna take me towards TP. So first 1 minute candle closing above, which is good. We need a 5 closing above, which would be nice. Hopefully it doesn't need to retest too deep right now. Just need a little bit of volume. Reject. Let's watch it on 1 minute. Oh, we're threatening. Probably. Oh, what a nice gap open. Okay, now push, push. Very good gap. Go, go, go. What a gap open. Go, go now, go. I like the gap. It's a great gap, Mr. NQ. Someone in chat is asking me, have I got in yet? I don't know what to tell you, brother. I really don't know what to tell you. There's literally money on my screen. I showed you entry, bro. I clicked the button in front of you. I mean, what more can I do? No, no, that gap up was good. No, yes, reject. Come on, don't range now. Please, 1 minute. Just give us a small trending move, bro. Just something like this. Don't be like this, man. Don't be like this. No. That's so boring, bro. Okay, break even on that trade. Oh, so boring, bro. No volume, but what can we do, guys? Rejected off the 15, no volume. Maybe volume comes later, but I can't take the risk, you know? I can't take the risk. I did maximum, bought off bottom wick. Just no volume. Let's see if this does end up playing out. Man, so boring. Anyways, it was a good shot. Good shot, guys. Good shot. Good shot. This is London, man. Just doesn't give us a break, huh? So let's see, maybe it does end up playing out, but I can't take that risk because now we have the 5 minute closing bearish. We're rejecting a 15 minute. I'll be breaking my rules, right? Some of my rules is not to buy at resistance. That's my rules. So I bought to the resistance. I checked what happened at the resistance. If we don't have the juice to push past, what can I do, right? So now it has to make the decision, does it have the juice? Does it have the juice right now to push past? Not looking good with a 5 minute also closing bearish here. It needs to survive. So right now, 1 minute is just forming a range. We're not getting volume. I was really hoping for a similar move to this to get it here. At least I don't even need this much, right? I was not asking for much. You know, it's a little bit dead right now because look at the volume we get here. Volume even on this push. This would have been enough for us. That would have been enough. This would have been definitely enough. Right now, we're just waiting. It's a question mark. And I don't want to take a question mark with money, right? I rather have more of a certainty than just a question mark. So it still can push for sure, but we don't know. And I don't want to be the guy who finds out the opposite side. Let's check up on gold if we missed anything, what gold has been doing. Yeah, so gold did that deep retrace we spoke about. Open no top wick here, dumping towards the downside. Hey Harry, I want to join your group. Do you accept payment with crypto? Can you tell me? I got in what I'll get in the private group. Is it live trading or coaching? It's both. So you get coaching, you get a course, you get to speak with me, and you get live trading in London session, live trading in New York session, live trading as well. We do sometimes in Power Hour as well. So yes, I do accept crypto, but depends on what package you're taking. You have to DM me for crypto though, because it's not worth it with the fees. So yeah, you can DM me, man. You don't believe in head and shoulder patterns? It's not that I don't believe in them. It's an indication of weakness in the market, but it doesn't mean that I don't believe in them. It's just it's an indication, you know. You have said this in the past. What time frame do you trade? From most of the time 15 and 5, depending on volume in the market. I'll sometimes use a 1 minute if I have to, but that's mostly in NY. I rarely use 1 minute in London. I wonder if I just ripped the bottom wick a little bit better on NQ, I could have probably got enough, you know. It's just a timing thing. If I just ripped right at the bottom wick, right here, timed it perfectly, chop, I would have been able to probably get the 1-to-1 at that point. It's just hard, it was moving fast. Idea was good though. Was this too aggressive stops? No, you're fine with that, man. You're fine. With those stops, did it give 1-to-1? Let's see. It gave 1-to-1 with these stops? Yeah, it's like that. Let's see if it would give 1-to-1 with those stops. Just. Hello, TradingView, bro. God's sake. Just. You had to perfect close. Yeah, it's possible, it's possible. I just wanted to be here in case we are gonna range, right? I wasn't sure in case we are gonna range, so I ran this stop. A little bit tighter, just in case we came back here, retested the wick low. Because I'm buying, remember I was buying on bottom wick. Anyways, now it's just ranging, man. There's no freaking volume. I mean, that's why got our break even, you can see. Unbelievable. It's just impossible without volume, you know? At least give us one 5-minute candle like this. Like even this time is giving us how much volume? This time here, like give us one of those candles. Even this candle would have been enough. Just that. It's not much I'm asking. Scalp. Do you see sells on gold? I think the majority of the sells have played out down to that 15-minute support, right? That would be your target. Same thing on Nasdaq actually, to have the 15-minute support. So I think if you're going to take a sell, you have to take a very aggressive sell very early, something right here with stop loss like this. You know, that's the only way you probably get in a sell. Yeah, this is not easy trading condition. Let's see what Nasdaq has. Nasdaq still woken up? No, still barcoding on Nasdaq a bit as well. I mean, it's a good 5-minute candle close showing a bit of positivity, still continuing the idea, but as long as we're guarded by this 15-minute resistance, it's not going anywhere. That was my whole goal, was to just try to get past it, just back to this 15. UJ had a massive candle. Well, you had 5-minute break of structure here. You had 15-minute candle close doji rejection. If you have bias on your side, previous daily bearish, okay. Previous 4-hour bearish, bro, I'd sell that, bro. That's an easy sell for me. Clear sell. Because you have the 5-minute change of structure as well, right? You see this? Here, boom. Not at 1-to-1 though. 80% to TP. And now coming back to entry. So might have ended up being a break-even trade. But not much 1-minute structure. You sell that 5-minute close without the 15-minute close? No, I sell 15-minute close as well. It came, you had the 15-minute close. Bang with this. On broker I had? Yeah, follow broker. What's better win rate? 1 to 1 RR, 1 to 3 R. The RR is time frame sensitive, meaning 1 to 3 is more for 15 minutes. No, it doesn't work like that. Better win rate will be 1 to 1. 1 to 3 will be very less win rate. You won't hit them as much. You'll be surprised how little you hit 1 to 3. Much more complex. I mean, in this type of market condition right now, 1 to 1 is your best friend, because if you can get 1 to 1, it's gonna be good. Yo, I'm very glad we got out of that. Can you imagine waiting for all that BS just for that to happen? Oh my god, I would have punched my monitor. Really, I would have punched my monitor. I would have really punched my monitor if I waited all that time just for this to resolve towards the downside, and now for it to play out. If you don't see a hole in my monitor, don't call me Harry. Full hole in my monitor for sure. That was diabolical? Yeah, I'm glad we got out.
Spread your love and hear what I'm saying now. Spread your love and hear what I'm saying now. Spread your love.
This is like a trick candle, I feel, right? Closes below, you could take a small scalp, but it might fail because we're sitting at 15 support. Okay, at least we have bangers playing today. My plan is to wait for 15-minute bullish candle bottom of the range. Yeah, classic to trade the range like that. Take it on a 5? Yeah, it's possible as well, right? We want to move down to the bottom of the range clean. Seems like the trick candle, only person getting tricked is me. Yo, the way you have your chat set up is litty. It has no, it shows the chat with no overlap. Yeah, I even put the pair there on top left. Zoomed in. We might be able to get those buys from bottom of range actually. Nice 5 move down here, full. We like just straight move down. So it might come through. Big Fish, Little Fish cardboard box song, huh? I mean, that works with every song. Give me a sec, let me go toilet, I'll be back. Nice. That's good, man. You need to reward yourself. That's good, man. Only less than 2 months, you know, less than 2 months past the combine is very good, man. It is sometimes an easier part, but it's a part that a lot of people get stuck on, right? So you have to give yourself some credit. There's been some great progression. So oh. It's great progression, man. Guys are killing it. Very happy to see. I mean, if you follow this system and do it properly and do it on a prop firm, it's very hard not to make money in the year. Not been taking much? Very good, bro. This full protecting, man. Smart. That's where a lot of people go wrong, right? So you have to reward yourself for that. Good time to send some combines, right? I've been doing the same. Right? this is combined. I still have my 5 accounts, right? So I'm still keeping my 5 accounts here. This combine's almost finished. Bought NQ. That's good. Do you usually copy trade? You mean my accounts? Yeah, I'm copying 4 accounts, 1 account I'm not copying. Dow and NAS untradeable on funded next right now. Huge spread. I think everything is untradeable on funded next. Gold is untradeable. Dow is untradeable. NAS is untradeable. I mean, gold spreads on funded next seem to be nuts, man. People show me that and I'm like, bro. Like, it's a mess, in my opinion. Anyone sending Apex accounts, which is best end of day or intraday? Not sure, we have to check some Apex traders. Yo, London Open here. Big pop. Check out that 1 minute price action. That was the move we wanted. So let's check what time this candle came. 10:55, 5 minutes before. What did gold do on London Open? Nothing really much. We have 5 minute candle closing bullish, 15 closing bearish, 30 closing bearish, 1 hour closing bearish. All within the range though. So if we're gonna buy, we need to come and retest down here. I'm not buying these highs just to hold all this drawdown. No, thank you. German 40 shooting up? Yeah, open has the volume like this. Quite nice on the 15. Big stop loss though. Could you run a smaller stop loss? Not. No, you can't. No 1 minute structure. What do you think, Harry? About what, mate? I mean, because you had the 1 minute, but without the 1 minute, this would have failed because you're stuck below this range. But here you had this 1 minute change of structure. It kind of helped it, you know? Okay, yeah. If you waited for that, it's a shot. Yes. I think it'll go down to 4,700. I mean, we kind of tapped that 4,700 already. Definitely possible, man. Not out the question. That is the true bottom of range. It's definitely possible. $200 finally from passing. Nice. Last month was horrible. This month's been better. That's good. It's not every month gonna be easy, man. You want to minimize the BS in the months that are not easy. Let's see if we reject from the bottom of the range again. We play the range again. 1 minute 45 for this candle to close. We'll see how it closes. We have some LTAs here, but 15 minute is guarding here. 1 minute time frame straight ripping bearish. Makes sense for it to have a bit of a relief bounce. Quite a lot of lows here. I'd like to see liquidity grab below here first. Like that. Five close below here. I mean, there is an option for a quick sell, aggressive sell maybe. Quick break even. I could try, but it has to be quick break even. I expect a straight push. Super close to the 15, right? That's why quick break even. 30 minute is there. Oh yeah, we have the 30 minute as well. Yeah, cascading, no good. 1 hour as well. Yeah, no good. Gold breaking the range? No, gold is just already at the top of the range in a couple of candles, so nothing you can do on it. Already at the top of the range in one candle. Don't be fooled by it. We've had this before. Very strong candle just for it to fail. So we could actually maybe sell from the top of the range eventually, but we're going to need a change of structure like this. Not the first 5 minute candle closing bearish. Because you want to give it a chance, because this might be the time it breaks out. But when we give it a chance to break out, you want to see the candle come down. If it breaks out, it breaks out. If not, you'll see something like that. And then that's your sell. Boom. From there down, or at least something like that. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it here. We're just staying in this range. I need to wait maybe 20 minutes until we get change of structure, or 15 minutes. I'm not gonna sell on the first 5 minute bearish candle close. You can. I mean, maybe I will, but I'm gonna trade with the guys in the exclusive group. So if I do take it on the 5, if I do take it early, I will let you guys know. I will send it to you guys in the Telegram and just update you what I took. So gonna chill with the guys there for a little bit. Thank you all for showing up. Interesting, gave it a good shot today and tried to play the range. It's interesting conditions to trade, and I think it was the correct option we took. Just a little bit more juice, which came a little bit later, would have been the play. Same play for gold here. Would have just liked a deeper retest, not to buy into this previous levels and then get chopped up. But we could see now, since we're in a range, we don't have to disregard selling from the top of the range down. So appreciate you all as always. Take care. Hopefully have a good rest of your day, and let's hope NY breaks out of this range and we can have some fun. So much love. Take care. Hopefully catch you guys soon. Peace.